There's Lady Gaga night. The club was called Decibel. Lady Gaga night, like there's a dress code. We didn't dress up. As you know, we had Chuck Taylors, jeans, and a button up.
Let's go control. 3, 2, 1.
Story time. I was dating my now wife, and my best friend who's in town, a lot of you know him, Joel Stepanek. He lives out in Arizona. He's in town tonight. I saw him last night. He does Around the Halo and Part in the Intercession with me. I moved to Manitowoc, Wisconsin, and I was becoming best friends with Joel. And Joel was dating this girl. He's no longer dating. He's now married to this awesome girl. Him and I like never really got a lot of just bro time for us. There was this night where my wife was like, hey, I've got this group of friends that I like really hadn't met before. And she's like, we're going to go downtown Milwaukee. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get dinner. And I was like, I don't really know anybody. I was like, well, can I bring Joel? Chances are Joel's going to say no because like, right, he had dated somebody and he was always kind of hanging with her. I sent him a message out of nowhere. I was like, dude, let's just live it up tonight. You and me, let's go to Milwaukee. We'll go out to some bars. We're gonna see Jody and some of her friends. We'll have a really cool dinner. It'll be awesome. We can wear our Chuck Taylors. This is how weird I was, guys, in college. I was like, we'll wear our Chuck Taylors and like jeans and a button-up shirt. So we're like keeping it a little bit classy, but really cool, all right? And for some reason, he was like, you know what? Let's do it. So we start driving from Manitowoc to Milwaukee. And I've got like this rule. I tell my wife, I was like, listen, all her friends are texting. Where are we gonna get dinner? What are we gonna do? I was like, can we please, my only request is that we get dinner at somewhere that has good fresh food where we can have some drinks as well. That's it. Like, I don't care where we go. I don't want to be that guy. Normally I am that guy. I was like, let's just make sure there's drinks and that the food is good and fresh. All right. I was a youth minister at the time and I was working for Joel. Joel was also a youth minister. He was my boss and best friend. So we're walking around. We meet Jody and her friends and we're like, all right, where are we getting dinner? Like, we're in Milwaukee. We don't really do this often. It's going to be fun. Night on the town, Friday night. Let's do it. And we end up going to this place called Ma Fisher's. Absolute. I mean, this place was like a glorified Denny's. The menu was massive, so you know none of the food is fresh. The drinks, non-existent. They didn't have any. So we're sitting at this dinner, eating just horrible food for hours, having conversation with people that we don't know. And Joel and I are miserable. We're like, why? I feel bad that I brought my friend to Milwaukee to have a night on the town. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, dude. After dinner, I'm like, can we at least go out now? Let's go get a couple of drinks. And my wife's like, nah. At the time we were just dating. My girlfriend's like, actually, we're gonna go back to my friend's house. They want to play some board games. I'm like 24 years old. I'm not going to your friend's house to play board games in Milwaukee. We're downtown. Joel and I dress up. We're looking good. We got the Chuck Taylors, the jeans, and the button-up shirts. I'm like, there's no shot. We're doing this. So we go to their house. We get some drinks. We get like, I don't know, those little like fireball things. And we go there and like everyone is just being super lame and they're playing like these ridiculous board games I've never heard of before. I was like, I'm not learning a new board game tonight. So I look at Jody and this is where the night gets crazy. I look at Jody and I was like, babe, this is miserable. Please let Joel and I just go do our own thing. Like, I'm sorry. I feel bad that you're going to be stuck here with these people all night long. Please let Joel and I just go do our own thing. And she gave me this look. My wife gave me this look of like jealousy. She knew she was going to let me leave and go have fun with Joel. She wanted to join us, but she had to be there for her friends. This look of like, go ahead, you know, at the same time. So Joel and I just immediately say goodbye to everybody, thankful for their hospitality, and we just leave. We are walking down the stairs of this apartment complex, and Joel gets a message from a friend of his who's like, hey, I saw on Facebook that you're in Milwaukee. There's Lady Gaga night tonight at this club. The club was called Decibel. And I'm like, Lady Gaga night, like there's a dress code. We didn't dress up. As you know, we had Chuck Taylors, jeans, and a button up. So we're probably not going to get into this place, but it's like, let's go have some drinks and go dancing. 100%. We start to walk towards the club and there was a song, the Lady Gaga theme night. And the song was like this famous song at the time was Alejandro. You guys remember the song? Don't call my name, Alejandro. Right? So I had this idea that I would tell like that Joel and I were going to walk up to the bouncer and we were going to tell him that we're dressed up as Alejandro. No, we didn't know what that meant. And this isn't like, oh, this is how Alejandro. No, this was just like, we weren't dressed up enough to get in. And so we were going to say that we were cosplaying as Alejandro. And that was like going to be the plan. Okay. And so we're like, all right, we're going to try to get into this club. And he had some friends waiting for us there. So we're walking up, we see this club, we see this bouncer, and there's these dudes who walk up with these ladies who the ladies are all in like really nice dresses. The guys have suits on. They walk up and the bouncer looks at them, look like up and down, like gives them a look. And he just goes, move them aside. He's like, you're not getting in. So I look at Joel and I'm like, okay, our Alejandro move's not going to work. Like we can't We can't say that because this guy didn't let these guys in. And I had this weird moment, Chad. And I really do think that this was a turning point in my life where like I just decided that I was going to be the most confident person at all times in all situations on this night at this moment. I looked at Joel and I was like, just follow me. I walk up to the bouncer. The people he just said no to are like 10 feet away. Like, what are we gonna do? We can't get in. I had a hat on, button-up shirt, jeans, and Chuck Taylors. I walk right up to the bouncer. I look at him and I'm like, we cool? And he's like, looks me up and down, looks at Joel, goes, we cool, and lets us in. We're walking down the stairs. Joel's like, no shot, that worked. We just got in. So we go downstairs and there's nobody there. There's like 10 people by the bar. We can't hear anything. There's no music. I'm like, what is happening? All of a sudden, Joel texts his friend. He's like, hey, we're here. They open this door that's by the bar, and you just hear like just crazy loud music. It's like, wow, it's a very soundproof room. We pay the cover, which is like 25 bucks. I had no money, literally broke as a joke. I had nothing. I had a credit card that was maxed out. But Joel was buying for me all night. We walk into Decibel. We're just dancing. We're having fun. We're having drinks. We just paid, $60 of a cover charge. The Milwaukee Brewers show up. All of a sudden, the Brewers are hanging out at this club, and they're like up on the balcony, like by the DJ, just like with bottles and like dancing and stuff. And the Brewers are there. And I'm like, Joel, this is crazy, dude. The Milwaukee Brewers are here. Like the DJ's awesome. The music's great. The DJ had like diamond studded headphones. I was like, this is way more fun than that other place. And we're just having a blast, right? We end up doing a couple shots. We kept it very responsible, of course. Then we go to this other place and we find we meet these really cool people who are like Lions fans. We're having like a great conversation with these strangers. It's like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then we realized that there was a Toppers since we were in Milwaukee. If you guys have not been to Toppers, it is, in my opinion, Toppers is one of the best pizza places that is commonly, like, that's everywhere, right? Just like the chain. It's a really good chain. And so we're like, let's get some macaroni and cheese pizza. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Joel and I are having the time of our lives. We get Toppers pizza. We order it. We go back to the apartment. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. The Toppers didn't show up until 3:30. Cold as all get out. We eat the entire pizza, go to bed, wake up 2 hours later. We had to drive to go lead a retreat like the next day. An unbelievable night. One of the best nights of my life.